Hello everybody, I'm Nath from PlayStation Access, and today we're going to be looking at some of our favourite features of PlayStation 5, having had some time to take a closer look at the console and how it works. We want to highlight some particular features that make PS5 feel special. These are little bits of functionality, specific options and details that only pop up once you're using and playing games on PS5 that have helped us to fall in love. From the streamer-savvy create button to exciting trophy updates to all the user-focused additions in between, here are 7 things we love about PlayStation 5. Number 1, the game experience. First up, let's take a look at a set of options that enable players to choose some top-level preferences that apply across every game they play on PS5, meaning you can dive into any title with your playstyle ready to go. The options are found here in PS5's settings menu in the section called Save Data and Game App Settings. So for example, you can choose a game difficulty that will be applied across the board. If you like a challenge and are constantly bumping your settings level to reflect that, PS5 has you covered by saving this selection and automatically reflecting the choice across all compatible titles. Likewise, if you're all about a narrative playthrough and prefer a lower difficulty, PS5 won't judge you and can quietly apply this preference across your games. All secrets are safe within these lofty white walls. There are other ways to personalize your experience here too, with options to invert or stick with default camera settings for games with both first and third person viewpoints, and you can set your subtitle and audio preferences too. PlayStation 5 also offers the option for built-in spoiler tags to hide other content that might show areas you haven't reached in your own playthrough. All it takes is a toggle of a button and you're into a world of safety, hidden from Colin dying horribly at the end of Dark Souls 7 before you've gotten there yourself. Number 2, speed. You've probably seen in the build-up to PS5's launch a lot of focus on the new console's speed, designed to give players as seamless an experience as possible. This is a feature of the system and user experience as a whole, but there are a few specific touches we'd like to point out. A press of the PlayStation button brings up PS5's control center, which gives you immediate access to almost everything you'll need to navigate and use the system. This series of icons along the bottom. Also here are cards, a new element of PS5's interface, and one thing we love here is that different cards enable you to choose where to jump back into a game. They'll show you specific areas with a percentage tracking your progress through each one, enabling you to hop between unlocked parts of games so you can pick up from or switch to anywhere you'd like. Switching between recent games is easy too. There's a function called Switcher in the control center here to jump between games and apps. And if you go to the Game Hub, rather than just pressing play, you can find cards allowing you to choose which part of the new game to switch to as well. It allows for a less linear way of playing, breaking down barriers as you can approach a game in whatever way feels right. Number 3, trophies. There are a couple of changes here we want to call out. First, for applicable trophies, there is progress tracking. Browsing the trophies for a particular game will now give you a way of seeing how close you are to earning those which require trackable activities or collectibles, so you can double and triple check to see how many Astrobot artifacts you're missing to pop that satisfying notification, and prioritize trophies you're close to getting as you go. Speaking of notifications, where earning a trophy previously meant a screenshot would be taken as soon as it unlocks, the PS5 also records a 15-second video to accompany the image so you can pick the perfect moment to share your success with. These videos feature a PlayStation overlay displaying the grade of trophy and its name, making each one a unique celebration to your own playthrough. Number 4, recording options. The Create button on the DualSense wireless controller opens up PS5's recording, broadcasting and sharing options, and these are great. The basics of recording work as before, with shortcut commands to instantly take a screenshot or start video recording. But there are key improvements. Shift over to these options in the Create menu and you'll see options to change the format for screenshots and video, while PS5 can record gameplay at 4K as well as 1080. Also, you have audio options. You can record with or without your own commentary using the inbuilt mic in the DualSense wireless controller or a compatible headset, and with or without chat from whatever party you're in. It's easy to start your own broadcast from here too, using a linked Twitch or YouTube account. The DualSense wireless controller's built-in microphone makes streaming this way particularly easy, and it's also possible to display live chat from viewers on the screen as you play, and even use dictation to read out comments. Number 5, the mute button. This is just a quick one, but the ease and speed of the mute button on the DualSense wireless controller is a joy. One press mutes your mic so you can talk to someone nearby or just break from your PS5 chat for whatever reason. Another press turns it back on. And holding the button down mutes all sound from PS5 itself, whether that's coming through your TV, a headset, or another audio device. Number 6, Game Hub Music. Okay, this one is even smaller, but we love it. While navigating PS5, when you move to a Game Hub for a particular title, music from that game will start playing. It's just a lovely touch, carving out atmospheric spaces within the console for each of your PS5 games. Number 7. Touching things. Last but not least, it would be remiss not to mention some of the physical features that make PlayStation 5 a truly special console. Specifically, we wanted to mention 2 things. First, all the talk in the world about how the DualSense wireless controller is built around a sense of touch cannot convey how it feels during gameplay. The detailed feedback is one thing, but what really astounded us was interacting with the adaptive triggers for the first time, specifically here in this demo at the start of ASTRO'S Playroom, as the resistance they offer brings an incredibly tactile dimension to play. Secondly, just as the UI is packed full of details that enhance the PlayStation experience, the actual console itself has a few tricks up its sleeve too, sneaking PlayStation shapes into all sorts of nooks and crannies to make simply looking at the thing all the more exciting. Getting up close and personal with the inside of the faceplates reveals textured PlayStation shapes, which match the wildly detailed grips of the DualSense wireless controller too. There are also shapes to mark where the base is clipped to the console in its horizontal position, and a ridiculously cool secret storage compartment in the base itself, so you never lose any of the screws and fittings when changing between vertical and horizontal. So incredibly satisfying. So there are just a few of our highlights from the PlayStation 5 that we can't get enough of. Which of these features are you most excited to see? Let us know in the comment section below, and of course don't forget to like, share and subscribe to PlayStation Access for more PS5 goodness delivered straight into your inbox. I've been Nath, this has been PlayStation Access, and thank you for watching.
PlayStation